Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Hades 2, where today I think we might be headed out for our final run. We have concluded most of our plots. There's a couple of people that I would like to talk to once more, and I'm hoping to get to talk to them after this run. Unfortunately, one of those people is Eris, and I realized, although I said we might head downward just for the sake of variety and putting Chronos in his place one more time, I think Eris can only appear in the camp after a run where you actually fight her. I'm not 100% sure of that, but I think I'm going to go up just in case that's true. So, again, this is a run where we don't necessarily need to get all the way to the end, but we do at least need to get to her. But it would be really cool to get a clear with the final weapon aspects that we don't have a clear with yet. So, aspect of Artemis, I don't even remember which one that is. I will say, I was looking through our codex here, and it for sure feels like they want you to do an awful lot of runs. Like, I guess I haven't really focused on relationships as much as I could have. But, like, some of these people, there's so many people who still need so much effort, and, like, the ones in this category are mostly pretty good with, although Cersei, once she's convinced your grasp of the Arcana is complete, so we'd have to use all the different cards. I feel like we've been giving gifts to Icarus every single time we've been able to give gifts to Icarus. I've been prioritizing that pretty highly, and still, we don't even know. Apparently, there's some large number of hearts left. Who can say? And that's really frustrating, because Icarus is the only one of the romantic, not the only one of the romantic characters that I'm actually interested in, but, like, obviously, who doesn't love Nemesis? And whatever this says about me, I don't think it's great. Eris is 100% my type. I absolutely dated an Eris in early college, and yeah, that relationship did go really badly. Why do you ask? But Icarus is my boy. Icarus would be my call, and we can't even. I have a number of relationships here where I still have like distance to make, and it feels a little silly. We don't know Zagreus. We've only seen him twice, so of course that's not very developed. But where is the spider lady, who we've run into? The number of times you would think you would. Narcissus, aid in certain other matters, but it's not Echo that he's talking about, because Echo needs to make peace with part of her past, which seems like it's probably a lock that involves Narcissus. Arachne is just like, until you better understand each other? What does that mean? My point is, gosh, they sure seem to expect you to play an awful lot of this game to resolve some of this stuff. Anyway, we're going out. We're going out for murders. Do you have, I would love to buy from you, a nectar and an ambrosia, and you know what, we're out of bath salts. Do you want my fish? We have so many fish, I think. Oh, I kind of thought sell all was going to be like sell all. Okay.
Careful with this one.
It just meant sell both of those. All right, let's get out there and do the thing. So, the aspect of Artemis is one of the aspects of the sister blades. Yeah, I guess I should go over here.
Lim and Oros.
While you channel your Omega attack, you occasionally parry and then riposte right after. Ah, yes, okay. So you Omega attack you charge your Omega attack very quickly, you parry, you become impervious for 1 second, and then you have big crit chance for 9 strikes afterward. While we're here, actually, no, sorry, you have to pay for the upgrades here. This system's a little goofy. We may as well finish this off, right? It takes 10 silver. How close are we to finishing all of the weapons? So this is where we still need Nightmare, right? Because I can buy the last level of this, and then this I'm only going to be able to get to 4. So we need another 2 Nightmare there. Here we need silver, which is crazy. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to buy this. then we still need silver. I would need another 6 silver for this, and then on top of that, 10 more silver for the aspect of Melanoid. That's fucking crazy. Who has that much metal? How many runs downward did we do? Even with the mining focused companion, and still, they expect you to do a lot of runs to clear this game. All right.
This night calls for...
So we're going to go ahead and go up. We are no longer interested in taking the knucklebones with us in the second biome, which means that we can make some different choices here. We could just run Transcendent Embryo and see if we can take it to the top, and that would be we have a prophecy for that. I'm assuming when we rank this up, it changes the quality of the Chaos Blessing to rare and then to epic. I mean, it's not going to be very good, is it? There's no version of this where it's very compelling. I'm going to have enough trouble winning with this weapon. Well, I'm going to have enough trouble engaging with this weapon's gimmick, I should say. I do not think that I am well suited to landing these parries in like the final boss fight, considering how often I get hit by stuff I wasn't expecting to get hit by, despite, having had all the time to learn the pattern. So what's more important to me? Trying to do the Transcendent Embryo thing, or like actually trying to win? Gotta do the one to do the other. What the hell?
The embryo.
Let's take it. We'll try it. Again, all that actually has to happen on this run is we have to get to Eris. So we don't even have to beat her. We just have to get to her.
To the mountaintop.
To the mountaintop, indeed. Transcendent creation. Okay, that's not a very good one to start with.
Salutations.
Salutations.
The moon and draw you down.
Long has the enchantress Cersei understood that I do more than merely ride across the sky. She practices her incantations in accordance with the phases of my light. You can depend upon the power she bestows.
Well, that's nice of you to say. I mean, Nightbloom's bananas. Why would you ever not take Nightbloom?
This is our charge.
It's a good weapon, It's hard to argue with that.
Go, Tula.
It's got a decent, simple, reliable ranged attack.
Desired.
What are we gonna get from Ares that will be fun? Look at all this crit chance. It's not 9 strikes that actually hit enemies. You gotta make sure you're in range, because you can absolutely waste them, as we just learned there.
You and Prometheus are to perpetuate your conflict, then. He has his complicated reasons why, which my kin have accepted grudgingly. I am simply pleased to see him fight.
Yeah, listen, as much of a problem as I have with him, it does look cool. He has a cool fighting style. It's fun to watch him do stuff. I don't think we want Vicious Strike. Stabbing Rush is not bad. Grizzly Gain is interesting because of our attack speed. We're going to get a lot of strikes, and so a lot of spilling. I do like Stabbing Rush. I think Stabbing Rush is pretty fun, but I think Grizzly Gain will work well with this weapon. Welcome to the baseline. Let's go see our friend Medea, and then Aphrodite will be interesting to visit. We'll hit the other Ares thing for sure.
What are the matters of dispute between that Cyclops Polyphemus and yourself anyhow, sorceress? I get a bit of thrill seeing you fight, but would prefer to know the history.
There is no history. The first night I tried to leave the city, he was there. He's tried to make a meal of me since. He must be working for Chronos, or was at some point.
He's just a shepherd. Perhaps you met him on an empty stomach. That can make anybody irritable. But do as you must. I'll intervene only if the oath requires it.
Okay, well, I mean, it feels like wealth. It feels like wealth from the dead, right? Like this is the reason you go to her first, is you're hoping that she will give you wealth from the dead. All right, I do think I want to see Aphrodite, because if we can get a source of weakness, it's certainly helpful with me having to be right up on the enemies all the time. Her gain is the thing that would be most beneficial, and obviously we've got that slot filled already. Maybe,
What else is here?
what else are we doing for sure? We're doing the hearts. Probably Zeus. You know, let's. I want to get the Ares, but I want to get it kind of later. There's a small chance that we'll be able to get a duo going, right? If we get something good out of somebody else first. So there's no chance that we're not taking this. So let's go ahead and take it. Ah,
Lisa.
I was not allowed to move out of that.
Now, sister, we've a war here to perpetuate.
Okay, did that involve you blowing up a barrel in my backside?
Time to get to work.
Ah, damn, he got that one. Obviously, it's a little bit easier to guarantee you're going to get these once you have some build going. Nope, mine. Okay. We did pretty well there, 120.
Vitality. Stay strong, son of Zeus. The Titan Prometheus seems rather pleased of late. Why do you suppose that is?
How should I know, and why should it matter? Seeing as we don't discuss him here or anywhere.
I think Heracles has got it right, man. Like, fucking, all these guys, they're just like that. You're not going to understand it, and who cares?
Then let's discuss you. Have you gotten what you sought? With the fates declaring that an age of mortals is to come.
I'm a mere half-god, as you may recall. I never get what I want. But when finally comes a time for change, I'll welcome it. May that next age no longer need for gods or men like me. Peace.
Heracles does get kind of a rough deal.
Lost.
Although the moment-to-moment experience of being Heracles is probably fine, right? Wow, 100 extra gold.
I see a digging spot.
Carefully.
I wish we mean 125 extra gold. That's actually very helpful. We're already quite rich. There's a lot of good stuff going on here. Do I want to visit Demeter? I don't know. I think the Zeus is for sure. Fast striking weapon. Zeus is a good. And like Blitz is always good. Regardless of what you're wielding. Throw it. This is the problem. Like in any situation where I'm realistically going to hit the parry, I'm always so far ahead of the enemies. What do I do? I should be sorry.
Got you.
Yeah, I could really use some blessings here. I need damage.
We, the Olympians, appointed by the fates themselves to rule this world, are prophesized to just back off a bit? Take more of a light touch? Huh, then so we shall. No questioning those three. Although I doubt mortals shall like the change.
Thunder Rush, I guess. This is kind of unimpressive no matter what, huh? Yeah,
Electric.
I suppose. Common Thunder Rush is pretty rough.
Nectar.
I tried there to wait until I was actually at the moment of impact, and I got the parry off just in time. Pretty pleased with that. No doubt I will have a hard time doing anything like that in the actual boss fights. Okay, so
Need a quick overview.
3 pylons remain. Is it Demeter, Ares, Demeter? I mean, freeze is certainly not bad. Doesn't necessarily play very naturally with wanting to parry the enemies, but it's good. It's still good.
You'll be out in no time, Shades.
Alright, nice of him to throw that directly at me as I was coming in. Are we still in the gifting stage with you? Okay.
Where I am from, we lacked for plenty, but we never truly lacked. And I know that's in small part because of you, Grandmother. My headmistress thinks so highly of you, and I could see why from the moment we met like this.
Perhaps I ought to have far more gratitude myself. I think so often of my pain and lack. How could I not? Yet I have you, this mountain home, and more. Would only that the burden of it all ever lightened.
Yeah, Illinois spends so much time just desperately trying to suck up to the existing power structure, which is explicitly very shitty for the mortals, and it's hard to be on her side sometimes.
Fire from us not for mortal kind, but because he desired it for his own gain. What good is that power to him now, upon a mountain cold as ice?
I don't think you're right about that. Arctic Green's good, sure. Is my thing, because I know our rarity changed. Did we get no, it did not change yet. And in fact, it's going to change right after the boss fight, which is really frustrating. So we could just do Demeter and Ares again. Try to get some similarity going. You try to dig for whatever the commonality is going to be for the duo boon. I don't think wounds would necessarily be very good as a Aphrodite. At least you do a huge amount of bonus damage if they're close to you. Yeah, we should hit Aphrodite. We should get an Aphrodite boon. Aphrodite on our attack would be solid. I'm getting some okay riposts off here. I'm kind of doing the thing.
Last one.
Ow.
The heart sigil. Your favor means so much to me, Lady Aphrodite. If only I could return it somehow. Even during the most difficult of times, you bring me strength and hope.
My heart, you're truly something, you know that? You're generous, selective with your words, and gorgeous, too. I don't know whether to be flattered or a little envious.
Flattered, please. Flattered, please.
Oh, the Three Fates finally decided to make an appearance, just as we were getting used to not having them around. What grand prophecy do they have in store for us now, Whatever it is, we'll handle it, I'm sure.
She's gonna be upset when she reads what it is. So spiritual affirmation is good here. Like Flutter Strike is just, it's a lot of damage, right? Yeah, it's hard to be too upset about that. I know we're not benefiting from, you know, multiple fast triggering attacks, but it is just a very good, it's a very big multiplier. So Ares versus Demeter for more stuff. I think I'm gonna go Ares. We could try to fish for freeze on the special. No, I think this is good.
That was the last of them.
Everything is explosions all of the time.
Here for the violence.
So many explosions.
Love and hate, my kin, the most powerful emotions and the underlying causes of war. So it is that glorious Aphrodite here has taken interest in my leanings and I in hers.
Your preoccupations are my passions, Lord Ares. What would drive someone to lose themselves entirely to feeling? I would like to know every last possible reason.
I mean, we'll be right up on top of people using. We will get the value out of heartthrobs all the time. So that seems like a real winner. Okay, I think we got a build going here. I think we got something. Cover the 6 HP that I lost. And then take my 500 gold forth to the shop.
See that one, Tula? And caught. Come with me.
Yep, Flutter Strike is exactly what we were hoping for. Look at the amount of palm improvement on that. Madness.
This is for you.
Secret Crush has gotta be it, right? Obviously, we'd love to see that at a higher rarity, but just raw attack power getting multiplied by the Flutter Strike and everything. And then, am I buying 20 shield? Are we living in the world where I purchased 20 shield? I think so, actually. I'm gonna get my ass kicked in here. It's gonna be terrible.
Step right up. Well, what am I supposed to do on nights like this? If I can't even smell her, I don't know where I'm supposed to kick.
Lord Polyphemus, your nasal passages must be utterly congested. The one to whom you're referring is right there. Next time, I shall have to unearth something you can use.
I'm worried about this. This seems to be a progressing relationship.
Alright, sounds good. It's really not so bad. It's just if I can't smell my food, then I can't properly enjoy my meal.
Oh, I thought it was moving fast enough, but apparently not. Cat, help. Okay. Now we can get our Night Gloom on. And then I back out. I run like a coward. Cowardice is good. Medea came in and went for another one of those point blank just like slap you attacks. I do not care for that shit. Alright, I'm able to get like a parry here and there. I am mostly still playing a little timid, I think. Ow. But timid is alive. Kind of. Timid is one way of staying alive temporarily. Obviously, the only way of staying alive permanently is, you know, actually killing the enemies, which is a better thing to do. Okay. Could have gone worse. Could have gone a lot worse. Didn't lose any death defiances. Sorry, sheep. So, we're just holding on to the embryo. We are purchasing mystery boons. I'm not buying a soul tonic, I don't think.
Next.
So what did we get? What got swapped? We are now on a bunch of bonus max magic. Wow, this is really not good. This thing is turning out to be useless.
Come on, sticklers.
Is that what these guys are called? That's not a good name. You know, honestly, I did that like pretty much reflexively, but I wonder if I should have just taken a palm. Like a palm is not actually bad with the boons we have, and I do have a lot of money already. Can't believe I got tagged by that harpy once at the end. Terrible play. Ow. And remember, with these guys, you really don't want to dash like sideways and back because the spear splits after a certain point. Okay, make sure I get my heart throb. Oh, it vanishes so quickly though. Oh, interesting. I didn't move forward at all when I released my Omega attack. Wonder why. Okay, well, we certainly should take some upgrades to this. We're going to need at least a couple. Swords just teleporting around and missing each other over and over again.
The infinite dark.
Okay, we got a pretty good tree this time. So, move and attack 75% faster obviously is very good. Selflessness, eruption. Okay, so we have a lot of stuff that we would like here. I think we want to grab rigor first. And then the selflessness is not, I think, as good as getting over to eruption. So I think I'm going to take this path that leads through 2 purpose nodes. I don't want confluence. I want them to stay on their targets.
Young lady.
Specials inflict blitz is pretty good, right? Because we can just dump a special out really like fast and easy, and then whenever we notice that there's an unblitzed target, and then go back to what we were doing. And as we approach like this, plus it's a curse that I can apply easily, which is always nice. Because we do at the very least have the Arcana card for dealing bonus damage to enemies that have at least 2 curses on them. Vicious Flourish is a bad trade. Visceral impact's not very exciting. Mutual destruction's good, but obviously I would prefer to take it at a higher rarity. I mean, visceral impact is okay. Remember that in addition to giving us mana back, the plasma is just granting us bonus attack speed. So more of it spilling means faster attacks, means all of the damage. So much damage, in theory,
How
we
many
hope.
tentacles does this thing have?
Ow. Well, I'm surprised that it didn't freeze when I dropped the stuff on it. I guess these don't freeze. It's a little hard to read when it's going to actually fire the projectile. Also, it seems like the heartthrobs hover like very, very close to you. I did not realize it is absolutely possible to be within melee range of the enemies and be too far away for the heartthrob to hit. So I gotta watch that a little more closely. You're kidding me. Both of those times I had already pressed dash, but I guess just not early enough. That's very frustrating. Wow, this does not bode well for this run. Losing Death Defiances this early is bad news. It's alright, we're very rich. Maybe I'll just be able to buy it back.
Hear me, on my authority.
We are certainly not taking Vicious Strike. Meat Grinder, on the other hand. Meat Grinder's fun. Mutual Destruction at blue is better. I kind of want to take Meat Grinder, though. Like, maybe I'm being silly. Would the chance per missing life point, I think it was 0.1 on the common version, and it's only up to 0.12 on the blue version. So, like, the difference here is... it's not nothing. But Meat Grinder is fair. I'm going to take Meat Grinder. Meat Grinder is very fun. Alright.
A bit of solid ground.
Secret spices, chicken stock, bitter green. There you are.
She's making KFC.
May moonlight guide you.
And you in kind. I wish to thank you for when last we spoke, and for delivering Odysseus to me. At first I felt a great unease, but then, after you left, that sentiment did too. He is a shade. Perchance he had been haunting me a bit.
What happens now between you two, madam? Is there something I can communicate on your behalf?
No need. I realized that we were bound to drift apart, for he is not the sort to remain still. But if a memory of something must linger, a peaceful one is best.
Well, I appreciate that she seems, you know, better. Obviously, we're taking word of greater girth here.
Now off with you.
Did it work?
God, she really does. It says 15%, but she seems bigger.
Shamblers.
We are forcing a lot of drops at this point. Although I guess you don't usually have that many enemies grouped close together in most rooms.
Need to get closer.
There's my cat. Do not teleport. Do not dash yourself into the spear.
Here, Icarus.
Hey, it's my buddy. Ow. Damn. I shall be quite happy to see an Icarus upgrade. I'm not even sure what I took damage from there. It's probably just some, like, super fast attacking skull nonsense.
Nice place.
May moonlight guide you.
Some sort of new ages in store then. Take it you heard all about that firsthand then. Guess it'll be here before we know it, as things like that tend to go. We'll be ready, and even if not, we'll act fast.
Yeah, Nimble Limbs is good. It's an earth bonus too, which is nice. So we have a lot of earth going on here.
I can use this. Moonlight guides you.
Beautiful evening. Wait, what are you even doing here? I thought you were supposed to be bound to the Underworld, but here you are, commandeering warships and whatnot.
Really? We're doing this now?
I am still bound there. I just loosened the bindings a bit. Though I feel absolutely wretched now. So if the legions of Chronos don't stop me soon, my blood curse surely will.
Really? Because you look great. You look well. I mean, unafflicted by a curse of any sort. Maybe a little seasick is all. Just take one of these, hey?
What he means is he is impressed by Big Lady, and we get that. That makes sense. 7 encounters for 2 palm slices. The healing is kind of whatever. I don't know. It feels like it's got to be Ingenious Strike.
How did I know?
Join me.
A soul no longer lost.
Right, where are we at on? So yeah, we're at 5 Earth already. If we pull one of the things that cares about Earth, we should be able to get it running. Transcendent Discovery. Okay, not the Chaos Boon I would hope for. I love a good obedient floating skull.
Oh, that hurt.
That's always good news.
Gateway activated.
Okay, I could really use some like food, maybe.
I see something for you.
21 driftwood.
In the name of Hades.
Damage from Omega moves immediately activates Blitz effects and makes them stronger. You know, there's definitely something to be said for the way we want this to combine with our Omega slash. I don't know if the Omega cast Blade Whirl will trigger this or not. It might just trigger off of the actual explosion at the end of the Omega cast, right? I guess we can try to find out. Doesn't seem bad.
May moonlight guide us. I know.
Well said. It's well said. Alright, so I think at this point we've done everything we needed to do to have her have a chance of
Maybe
appearing.
it's not such a bad thing that I keep showing up on time. You can always count on Strife. That's kind of got a ring to it, right?
If you wish to be dependable, that means not just showing up on time, but making yourself useful in some way. Though I suppose that's probably a step too far.
I can't believe you almost got me thinking there was something wrong with me. And just because I care. But don't worry, I'll make sure something's wrong at least.
Cool, great.
Here.
Right, I gotta remember to Omega the cast. It does take quite some time though, huh? And then, oh, you're kidding. I ran into like the last quarter second of the beam. It's frustrating. Dubious. I don't think I took damage there.
Look what I found.
sure these are all blown up. I think I didn't realize that this was a thing, but I think the our summoned friend actually body blocked for me with the laser. Wow, this run is coming to an end real soon, huh? Ow. Yeah, geez, I am just like, I'm not seeing the attacks coming at all. I'm doing a better job than usual of dodging her lasers, I think, but there's a lot of stuff that's just feels like it's hitting me out of nowhere.
No, you're making a mistake.
Well, this is bad.
See used to drive.
But hopefully she'll be at the crossroads tonight now. And it would feel very appropriate for Odysseus to be as well, given that we now, we have talked to Cersei about him and everything. It is possible. It is still possible. It is absolutely still possible. I will for sure pay 34 coins for that. It's wild how expensive the soul tonics are. Man, maybe I should buy one though, just because like we're starting to prime out a lot of our magic. A little bit of room to work with would not be a terrible thing. They're really expensive. Okay, fine.
Mount Olympus.
Alright, our damage is starting to get respectable, even when we're not, critting like crazy. Yeah, take that, statue. Okay, the statue activation was just a single wave. I thought it was kind of setting it into security mode, but fine. Woo, a single friendly zombie. Ain't that always the way? Dastric. Oh, okay. With the special blitzing, this feels like a huge win. Like attacks are 35% faster is also very, very good, but
The master craftsman's gift.
I think that applying our blitz on approach essentially is really, really nice. It's also cool against these guys because it means we get some multi-directional strikes on them very easily.
There. A valuable is near. No escape.
Yeah, everything down here attacks so fast. Wow. Okay, the game is like, sorry, we didn't give you a hammer earlier. Here's two in quick succession. It would have been cool to get one earlier, though. I was kind of waiting for it to show up, and it just never did. Of course, if you ever slow down enough to try to run your Omegas or anything, you get torn to pieces immediately.
Something changed about my chaos boon.
Yeah, right? Final slice?
Yes.
It's a package that I kind of don't even care about, but holy hell, we have so much money again already. And yeah, I guess you're like everything. It feels like everything's attacking much faster tonight than it usually does. I suppose it must be just me. Ow. Yeah, it's like really quite difficult to hit the Omega cast because of how long it takes the Omega to charge up. I thought I was going to be clever and get around him there. It feels like it's longer today than it usually is, right? Am I the only person? Seems like we're in there forever. Steady growth would have been fantastic, 100 rooms ago. Hailstorm is good, I think. Even though it only applies to our freeze, I still think that's pretty solid. With us having 645 gold, it probably makes more sense to go for the palm than for the gold. Get him too low. Okay, Lord Poseidon basically just completely missed there. Not really all that helpful. Use a little bit of that.
It's her.
Yeah, it's probably the blitz damage, right? Because we're triggering it all the time.
I see you.
Okay, a little bit of food. Actually quite helpful.
Glory to Olympus.
To victory. So many battles have been fought and many yet remain. But we goddesses are tireless. You can count on me for as long as you choose to press on.
Choose to press on. At times I feel obligated, Lady Athena. The possibilities of Typhon and Chronos. Who shall stop them if not us?
A proper strategy requires taking every reasonable precaution, but can also be adapted should the need arise. Let us account for as many possibilities as we see fit, but never to the detriment of other matters of concern.
I guess. So does Stalwart Stand work if you don't have the magic? Because right now we have 89 unprimed magic. Stalwart Stand would not be sufficient, I would think. But it's worth a try. I'm gonna hit it.
Wisely decided.
Okay, and now we no longer have
Now I must go.
the ability to Omega anything until we get ourselves enough max magic. So I probably ought to take the thing here. Probably. But maybe I just accept that we don't have the parry anymore and don't try to fight it. It would mean that we've wasted some resources in the past, but it's not like the end of the world. What is it that we still have coming? We have food and a centaur heart. Yeah, I'm just gonna commit to the idea that we do not in fact benefit from magic anymore. If we're honest, I wasn't really doing it very much anyway. Oh right, I can't do that. I was not in the practice of trying to hit that most of the time anyway. But I cannot hit my Omega cast at all, for sure. That's alright, my normal cast is pretty good.
me on my authority.
Okay, well, we have at least 8 of anything. We've managed to not gain any more Earth since I last looked at Earth, but we have gained a ton of air. I mean, of these, I think that's definitely the winner. I guess, you know what, the one that lets you do extra purchases was probably actually the right one, given how much money we have. Okay, Demeter Boon versus more max HP. I think is Demeter Boon. Since we have another heart coming and everything, like we are not in a bad place max HP wise. Yes, yeah, I was still on that one. I was still too far away for the heartthrob to actually be making contact. Hey, Tula, you maybe want to participate a little bit here? All right, I do wish that I had the upgrade that makes the Ichor draw immediately to you. Your Omega Cast is stronger and follows you even as you start to channel it. Oh no, that's really good. Yeah, that's really good. It makes me wanna for sure pursue some of these. Crap. Hold on a second. She has a boon. Does she not? That gives you more max... No, I must not be thinking of her. No, you know what? It's Aphrodite. It's Aphrodite that I'm thinking of. That has the boon that gives you more max HP and more max magic. Well, shit. Yeah, now to repair my build, I gotta get more max magic. Alright, we'll see if we can even pull that much. Losing out on some boons is a bummer, but also, if I don't get this stuff, it is as though I have lost out on some boons in the sense that I'm not getting the benefits of the boons that I purchased earlier. Gotta stay close enough for the heartthrobs to land if I want to really make the most of my damage output.
Soul tonic.
Alright, getting through it. Still not a hint of blue in the bar. Well, let's go to the shop. I wonder how many more soul tonics I will need. Thunder Rush. Probably Grizzly Game.
Olympus, I accept this message.
I cannot take Static Shock. I cannot take Static Shock. Double Strike, the way Blitz is worded, it is a lightning bolt effect, right? Or struck by lightning. Yeah. Okay, so Double Strike could affect that, and now air is what we're actually aiming for on the damage bonus boon. If I bought this, I wouldn't get the 5 max HP, right?
A note says, "Hey, take what you need for gold. Honor system."
Alright. This is winnable. This is absolutely winnable.
What became of Dora's husband, your brother by her recollection? He abandoned her after what happened?
It's more correct to say that your companion Dora finally saw my scatter-minded brother for who he was. Their marriage lasted for about as long as many do.
All while you stood idly by and did nothing, but now feel bad and thus decided to shoulder this righteous cause? Perhaps to feel a bit of absolution that you never got from her.
Your words are harsh, but for the most part accurate. Dora remembers now what your own family did to her. If she can forgive you all for that, then she's a stronger soul than I.
Ah, look at me actually dodging the bird. And then getting hit by just the dumbest bullshit. That's not where the boss is. I dashed and then I did the thing instead of the other way around. Sheesh. Okay, that's a lot. That's a big fire area. Don't get hit by... Ah! Maybe the fire doesn't have to stay on the ground for all of forever. Maybe it could fade eventually. Boy, it is very difficult to find time to do any melee damage at all. Okay, mid, top. I was mid. I'm very annoyed by that. Well, we're dead, so hopefully we did in fact pull Eris back to camp. The build was good. I was not playing well.
That's Olympus.
That's Olympus for you.
You know what they say, Chronos. Failure is the greatest instructor of all.
Yeah, that dude's way harder to fight if you're fighting him in melee. It's interesting that they still give me the gift option with her.
What would you do if you had the tent all to yourself anyway, Dora? You could invite all the other shades and absolutely trash the place, I suppose.
What, you mean share it? No, not sharing the tent is the entire point. A proper haunting has a 1-to-1 ratio between the haunted and the hauntee. Even I haven't forgotten the basics.
I can't imagine all you want to do is float around in here, minus the part where we get to speak.
Then you simply lack imagination, friend.
But what about like family haunts? Lots of haunted houses have, families in them. I feel like that's a pretty standard part of the thing. Pretty standard part of the genre. Not allowed to gift. Now seems not the time, I've arbitrarily decided.
Hail, Strife.
Huh? Something's up with you lately, babe. But you're not gonna tell me, so I'm just gonna start guessing. Is it Hecate? I bet it is, because something's up with her lately, too.
It's nothing. It's just... I've not had opportunity to speak with Headmistress at length since all of this drew to a close. We had a lot we needed to sort out. And still do.
Aw, too bad. Even with all those scary issues you've been dealing with now mostly gone, turns out you've both got plenty of issues left. It's like they never go away.
At least you don't have any issues, Eris.
Not a one.
And at least you never go away.
Eris? Care to join me over at the taverna for a quick break? If you're not otherwise preoccupied.
Wait, babe, are you asking me out? After all we've been through together, you're still trying to make a fresh start.
Last time you suggested I ask normally, so I attempted to. Now, are we going for a blasted drink or not?
Sure, I'm into it if you are. Though, I don't see the point.
I mean, that's something, right?
Come on. Both got a busy night ahead, so let's move it along.
All right, it's just ambrosia is meant more for sipping and savoring than gulping down in one incredibly long tilt.
What makes you think I care? I won't feel anything if I take little tiny sips. Hardly feel anything right now.
Perhaps you simply haven't given it a shot the proper way. You lift it to your lips like so, briefly inhale, consider the aroma, and then drink. But only a bit.
Oh. Oh. That's different, isn't it? I didn't even know that's how it worked. Why are you being nice to me?
I'm not entirely certain. Just to see what happens, I suppose. You said before that you happen to kind of like me. I kind of like you too, even though I know I shouldn't.
Yeah, familiar.
Well, I feel sorry for you, babe. really do. We always want what we can never have. Now show me how you sip this stuff again. Aren't you supposed to say something first?
We certainly may. To all that we can never have.
Which, given our position as gods, is very little, actually.
Look, that was fun and all, but next I spot you at the Rift of Thessaly, I'm still gonna hit you with everything I've got, and you better keep showing up.
I'm planning on it. Don't ever change, Eris.
Okay, there's a proper bond forged, you know? There's something to that. I appreciate the weird kind of sisters in arms thing that we have going, despite the fact that we are in arms against each other.
Together we shine.
Moonlight guide you.
Together we shine being sort of strange given the actual circumstances.
How are you faring of late, Melinoy? You cannot hide your troubles from me forever, so I bid you reveal them at will.
I'm just still thinking about our conversation at the Springs, that's all. I know we mustn't speak of it, but I understand now why you acted as you did while we were at the house.
Very well. Then spare me your sympathies. I'm fortunate beyond compare. Most of us do not get second chances to amend our failures.
I've had innumerable chances, night after night, attempting to achieve the same result.
You have not once failed, only suffered temporary setbacks on your path to victory.
Then the same could be said of you.
Perhaps.
Well, but I think that, you know, Hecate's original plan was to succeed herself, and that is certainly a thing that she has failed to do.
I think.
Salutations.
Salutations, Goddess. I'm grateful that you let me pay a visit to some of my former associates, Goddess. It changed nothing, really, but I felt as though I put several matters to rest. As for what happens now, I may be gone a little while.
Things are settled here enough. Take all the time you need, and you'll be welcome whenever you return. Can you say where you're going?
To find my mortal family. My wife and son. I've done it before. May it not take quite as long on this occasion, though.
It won't. You must have charted every passageway through the Underworld by now. But what will you do then?
I'll figure that out on the way. In the meantime, I've deputized some of our shades to keep an eye on things and privately said my goodbyes to our good witch. Be well in my absence.
Safe journeys, Odysseus.
Yeah, okay, that feels climactical. Feels like a good place to leave that story. We have so many plants, and I just keep planting more, even though there's no chance we will ever use them.
May moonlight guide us.
I'll take it. You know, I thought that once Chronos was out and the Underworld King and Queen were back, you'd have to join them in the House of Hades. Be the princess you were always meant to be.
I'd like to think I already am that. My father's house is truly something to behold, but this is home, not there. And I'll be seeing my parents and brother frequently enough, I think.
Oh, right. How was it meeting Zagreus? He live up to all the hushed tales of his prowess and all that?
He killed the shit out of me a bunch of times, so I guess so.
If I told you, I'd have to slay you.
Well, all right.
Still no gift options with him, which is we still have not had enough time to reconnect. The thing is, like, when you think about it, the relationships I have with Arachne not being super developed and stuff, like, some of this stuff is because I have not really done all that many down runs. I think after a certain point I switched to up being the default way to play the game and only going down when I was looking for something specific. And so you can understand, you know, okay, you need to visit Arachne a certain number of times or whatever. That being the case, it's crazy for the relationship with Icarus not to be more developed, because he is a person who you have to do upruns to get in. I just, like, how many times do you have to get to the boats in order to make this a thing that you can move along on? It's crazy. I think that the stuff where plot lines trigger based on a number of meetings that occur. I don't know. I don't necessarily think the system is bad, but I do feel like maybe the numbers could be tuned a little bit more. Because I don't feel like I've gotten to this place particularly fast, right? Like, at the beginning of the game, we were moving quick. We got our first kill. We got our first Chronos kill faster than the game should expect you to get your first Chronos kill. And we created some, like, weird story backup in places because of that. But at this point, everything should have unkinked, right? It took me forever to accomplish some of these other goals.
While I do not wish to insinuate you're some kind of slacker, nonetheless, I can't help but observe it's been more than a few nights since last you vanquished me, young one.
I thought my training here was more or less complete, Commander. All the nocturnal arms are at my disposal, and I know them well. Am I to keep reducing you to dust?
Well, the choice is ultimately yours, of course, but lest you forget, there's always more for you to learn, and only one way to learn it.
And that's murdering me.
By hitting you repeatedly.
And often. Now, come on.
All right. You know, I would hate to disappoint. He really does have a lot of health now that we've reinforced his bones. Holy crow. We're going to do this one, just this one last time for old time's sake. Man, maybe I should go get a different weapon. Very dramatic. It's just a good animation.
Nice try, though.
They put so much work into that with the head rolling dramatically off and stuff. Of course they want you to see it again. All right. Well, this is not 100% of everything that you could see in Hades. Some of the stuff, I can't figure out what's wrong, like with the animal skins. Some of the stuff, who knows how many more runs we would have to do. But we did go ahead and conclude the major plot lines that we were after. We have seen, I think, everything the game has to show us mechanically. I didn't get my last, a win with this weapon, but like,
prophecy fulfilled.
For real, I think we're good here. I think we're done. That is going to be it for us for today and for the series. Thank you all so much for coming with me on this ride. It's a real good video game. It turns out those guys over at Supergiant, they know what they're doing. When you come back next time, we have some cool new stuff. I'm excited to get into Demon School. So come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.